Ladies and gentlemen, Her Majesty Queen of the Belgians. Our sincere thanks to Your Majesty. Welcome to Türki ye-Belgium Business Forum. The forum will begin shortly. We kindly invite you to take your seats, please. May I kindly invite you to stand and join us welcoming Your Majesty and His Excellency Professor Dr. Ömer Bolat, Minister of the Trade of the Republic of Turkey. It's indeed a profound honor to welcome Her Majesty Queen of the Belgians in Istanbul. Your Majesty, honorable ministers, the President of DEİK, distinguished members of the press, esteemed representatives of the business community, welcome to the Türki ye-Belgium Business Forum organized on the occasion of the Economic Mission visit led by Your Majesty. We believe that business forum will further strengthen the commercial cooperation between Turkey and Belgium, facilitate productive discussions, and pave the way for the new partnerships. Distinguished guests, now we invite you to watch the forum video.
A long journey stretching from the heart of Europe to the crossroads of continents. From 1838 to the future, this is the story of a partnership rooted in trade and built on trust. On one hand, Belgium's innovative strength. On the other, Türkiye's dynamism. Today, Türkiye stands as the strongest manufacturing hub right next to our Belgian friends, thanks to its production meeting European standards and its rapid access to global markets. We are building an uninterrupted supply chain that connects continents. With this robust logistics network, stretching from Antwerp to Mersin, we are not merely transporting cargo. We are securing Europe's energy and raw material security through Türkiye's strategic location. As our bilateral trade volume reaches $9.3 billion, we are transcending borders through our mutual investments. The production facilities and major investments taking shape in both countries are building the future as the most tangible proof of our shared success. This is not just a business transaction. It is a vast ecosystem built on high technology and industry. The 719 Belgian-owned companies operating in Türkiye are combining our country's manufacturing strength with their global vision. We are growing our success story through collective wisdom and value-added investments. We are now elevating this long-standing partnership to to a more strategic level. The second EU-Türki Business Summit, to be held on October 13th, 2026, at the Egmont Palace in Brussels, is turning dialogue into action. From the modernization of the customs union to the green and digital transition, we are shaping the economic future of Europe together. Closer, greener, safer. Türkiye is the strongest link in your global vision. Let's grow our success story together. With confidence, always together.
Your Majesty and distinguished members of the Belgian Economic Mission, welcome to Türkiye.
Distinguished guests, for the opening remarks, we would like to invite His Excellency Professor Dr. Ömer Bolat, Minister of Trade of the Republic of Turkey, to the stage.
Your Majesty Queen Matilde, honorable ministers, ambassadors, distinguished business leaders, it's a great honor and pleasure for us to welcome Your Majesty Queen Matilde to Turkey, to Istanbul, on the occasion of the Belgium Economic Mission. This visit has been taking place after 14 years, after the historic visit by then Crown Prince Philip in the year of 2012 to Turkey on the occasion of the Belgium Economic Mission. We extend our warmest thanks and greetings to the Honorable Majesty and distinguished ministers, ambassadors, and esteemed members of the Turkish and Belgian business community. I congratulate DEİK and the Embassy of Belgium for this successful event. This visit and the delegation is the biggest ever delegation and visit by an international country to Turkey. Therefore, we extend our sincere thanks to Her Majesty Queen Matilde for leading such a historic visit and for leading such a distinguished, strong delegation. We are meeting at a time when the global economy is undergoing profound transformations. Geopolitical tensions, disruptions in global supply chains, and increasing protectionist tendencies have been reshaping international trade and investment patterns. Achieve $15 billion of bilateral trade volume in a sustainable, balanced manner. Belgian investments in Turkey have reached almost $5 billion, with around 719 Belgian companies, and Turkish investments in Belgium are worth news and renewable energy sources, creates significant space for cooperation with Belgian entrepreneurs, particularly in offshore wind, hydrogen technologies, and life sciences sector offers a highly promising area as well. Also, with a pharmaceutical market of $9.2 billion and over 50,000 professionals, Turkey provides a platform for joint research and development, advanced production. Last area is contracting. Turkish contractors have undertaken $335 million of construction projects in Belgium so far, and globally, Turkish contractors have undertaken $560 billion of projects in 138 countries. In this sense, there is great room to improve our economic partnership, not only in our bilateral countries, but also in third markets as well. As governments, our priority is to create a business-friendly environment. Our sound legal framework, including agreements on investment protection and promotion, as well as avoidance of double taxation between Turkey and Belgium, ensures transparency, predictability, and security for investors. At the same time, we are very closely engaged with the European Union to modernize the customs union between Turkey and the EU member countries in line with today's economic realities. We believe Belgium supports this case in the EU. Therefore, we extend our warmest thanks to the Belgian government for their support to modernize customs union between the EU and Turkey. Recent EU trade and industrial policies should remain inclusive, not exclusive, and not undermine the deeply integrated value chains between Turkish enterprises and European enterprises. They have been built over the decades. Bilateral trade between Turkey and the EU has reached $233 billion per year last year. Moreover, nearly 70% of foreign direct investment in Turkey, which totals $290 billion, came from European companies, European industries. With our joint efforts within the EU framework, Turkey will continue to serve as a reliable partner, as a reliable logistical and supply chain. Your Majesty, distinguished guests, we are confident that this historic mission, which is being led by Her Majesty, will translate into very important outcomes: new deals, contracts, agreements, partnerships, and long-term cooperations. Please allow me to express our sincere appreciation and warmest thanks to Her Majesty for personally leading this Belgian economic mission to our country, which clearly reflects the importance our strong ally Belgium attached to its partnership with Turkey. Thank you very much.
We thank our minister for his remarks. Distinguished guests, we would now like to invite His Excellency Maxime Prévost, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, European Affairs, and Development Cooperation of Belgium, to the stage.
Your Majesty, Your Excellency, Minister Bolat, Excellencies, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, hoş bulduk. It was the easiest part of my speech. So indeed today it is we who have been warmly welcomed, and we feel it. Belgium has been received here with the kind of hospitality for which Turkey is so rightly known. On behalf of our entire delegation, allow me to say, teşekkür ederiz. It is a privilege to stand here today alongside Her Majesty the Queen to officially open this Belgian economic mission to Turkey. The previous mission took place 14 years ago, as already mentioned by my colleague, in 2012, led by His Royal Highness Prince Philip, now His Majesty the King, with Her Majesty the Queen at this side. Today, the Queen leads this mission herself. This is not a small detail. It tells you, dear friends of Turkey, more eloquently than any speech I could give, the importance Belgium attached to its relationship with Turkey and the ambitions we carry for this mission. Our relationship is long-standing, almost 2 centuries of political, economic and diplomatic cooperation. But beyond institutions and treaties, this relationship is rooted in people, in the vibrant Turkish and Belgian communities who every single day contribute to the economic, social and cultural life of both our countries. They are the living thread of a partnership, and it is on that thread that everything else rests. Belgium and Turkey have highly complementary strengths. 5 sectors in particular hold significant potential for deeper partnership: the green and energy transition, aerospace, space and defense. You indeed, Mr. the Minister, have a very innovative, impressive and competitive ecosystem on such matter. Ports, logistics and transport, life sciences, pharmaceuticals and biotechnology, and digital transformation, including Industry 4.0. These are not random sectors. They reflect Turkey's own strategic priorities, and they correspond precisely to areas where Belgian companies bring world-class expertise, innovation and know-how. So the match is real. Our bilateral economic relationship is already substantial. You underline it. In 2025, Belgian exports to Turkey reached 6.5 billion euros, driven by pharmaceuticals and chemicals. And Turkish exports to Belgium reached 5.6 billion euros, mainly led by vehicles and base metals. But Belgium is also the 8th most important investor in Turkey. Small country, big opportunities, big investors. And we also have a FDI stock since 2002 of 9.2 billion euro. We are also very pleased to see that Turkish companies now starting to invest in Belgium, thinking about the Sinner Group with 600 million glass factory in Lommel and 550 new jobs. I'm also thinking about Sinpet with an investment of 200 million in plastic recycling plant in Antwerp. So let's seize also the opportunity of this economic mission to relaunch a new session of a joint economic and trade commission next year. And I'm sure that it will be a great opportunity to build on the positive dynamic of this economic mission. Strong, mature, dynamic in both directions, that means a lot. And underpinning by the EU-Turkish custom unions that has connected Turkish industry to European value chain for almost 3 decades. But trade is only one part of the story. Cooperation in research, innovation and technology. During this mission, we will visit several institutions active in R&D to take that cooperation further. And this mission in Istanbul and Ankara combines high-level political contacts with business-to-business and business-to-government meetings. It also includes seminars, company visits, and a success. I look forward to seeing many of you again throughout the week. Dikkatiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Thank you.
We thank you for the greeting in Turkish also. We would like to thank His Excellency Mr. Maxime Prévost, for his valuable remarks and kindly invite him to remain on the stage for the signing ceremony. We now invite His Excellency Professor Dr. Ömer Bolat, Minister of Trade of the Republic of Turkey, and His Excellency Mr. Theo Franken, Belgium's Minister of Defense, in charge of foreign trade, to the stage for the signing of the joint statement on the enhancement and bilateral trade relations between Turkey and Belgium. We sincerely hope that this joint statement will further contribute to the strengthening of trade and the economic relations between the two countries. We thank the ministers and kindly inform you now.
What we do is very simple. We facilitate international investment projects in Turkey. So, Your Majesty, we would like to thank you for leading such a great delegation. Up until now, in Turkey, we have 700 plus Belgian companies operating in our country, and their investment since 2003 is more than $8 billion. And we definitely would like to grow this amount. So, for the ones who are not here yet, I have 4 key takeaways for you. First, Turkey is a resilient and fast-growing economy. Since 2003, our compound annual growth rate is 5.3%. It's resilient because during all global economic shocks, Turkey was one of the least affected countries, and we had a V-shaped recovery. Secondly, this is a very business-friendly investment environment. We are committed to reforms since 2003. And every 18 to 24 months of period of time, we prepare a reform agenda, we execute it, we implement it, we get the feedbacks from the private sector, and then we prepare our next reform agenda. Thirdly, talent is available in our country. You know, we have a favorable demographics, we have a young population, plus this young population is very well educated. You can find blue-collar workers, technical staff, technicians, you can find engineers, software developers, medium-level managers or senior-level managers. Fourth, the last point is location. Turkey is at the nexus of the world. So we are at the connection point of 3 continents, but it's a super connected economy. we have invested a lot for our infrastructure and superstructure during the President Erdogan's time, and it became a regional hub. So we are not going to stop here. So Turkey was a, bridge between two continents 3 decades ago. Thanks to the President Erdogan's policies, we are a regional hub, and we would like to be a global economic powerhouse. To reach those targets, just 2 weeks ago, President Erdogan announced a new package, which includes financial and non-financial incentives. So we would like to discuss with you more during the next sessions, about those details. Me and my colleagues will be around the room, so for further discussions. So, Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to leave the stage with one invitation. On the opening video, there was an event in October, but in the first week of June, our delegation will be in Belgium for a follow-up visit of this event, and we are going to host a reception on the 4th of June. This is our 20th year of establishment. This office was established back in 2006 by President Erdogan. So we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. So you are all invited to our event. With that, I would like to thank you again, and we would like to continue our collaboration with Belgian business community.
We thank Mr. Dağlıoğlu, distinguished guests, and we would now like to invite Mr. René Brander, Honorary President of Federation of Enterprises in Belgium, to the stage.
Your Majesty, Your Excellency, Minister Bolat, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear business leaders. It's a real pleasure for us and an honor, of course, to be here with all of you in this plenty-full room today. I'm the Honorary President of the Federation of Enterprises in Belgium, representing no less than 40 different sectors of the economy and 85% of the GDP of the private sectors. I would like at first to thank DEİK for organizing this opening event, bridging together, I would say, a delegation of Turkish officials and partners is exactly the purpose of this mission at first. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Turkey with no less than 400 Belgian participants coming from 200 companies. Many of those companies are in very high-tech sectors. We speak about chemical, life science, automotive, defense, space, food industry, textiles, and even furniture. It's a very wide portfolio of offers that is coming here today in your hands. For the scale of the mission, don't be surprised. It's an important fact and recognize that Turkey is an economical top partner for Belgium. From a bilateral point of view, our economy relationship is a long, strong standing. Belgian companies have already invested a lot here in your country. And Turkish, as it has been said, have also chosen Belgium as the main platform in investment in the center of Europe. Of course, our bilateral relationship does not stand alone. It's part of a broader EU-Turkey economic framework with a customs union at its heart. For almost now 3 decades, it has been the backbone of the trade relationship closely linking Turkish industry to the European value chain. But economies evolve, and so should the frameworks too. Modernizing the customs union would make our partnership more efficient, more predictable also, and more adapted to today's challenges, including the services, the digitalization aspects, sustainability, and resilient supply chains. From a business perspective, it's obvious, it's clearly a shared interest. That is also why platform of dialogue matters. In that respect, I would like to recall the EU-Türkiye Business Summit held in October 2027, organized in Brussels by the European Business Summit with the active involvement of DEİK. And this, I would say, event, I'm really delighted that we will reduplicate it on a larger scale, stronger, thanks to the support, I would say, of the Turkish authorities, very clearly DEİK, and Mr. Arno Thyssen, that is here present, responsible and General Director of the European Business Summits. Ladies and gentlemen, the objective on an economical mission is clear. Making business, strengthening the relations in, bringing trust, discovering one to each other. And in this field, it's clear that the starting up of this mission is the core of meetings. It's an opportunity, of course, to present Belgium also as an attractive place to invest. I would like to remind you in this field that Brussels is the first capital in the world with the biggest amount of diplomatic representation and bilateral representation. We are really the heart of the decision in Europe and in the world. And in this frame, unless very often I hear Belgium is a small country, Belgium is the meeting place where you have to go. We are coupling one job over three over the destiny of export and import partners. So we are really an open economy, and of course, Turkey in this field is, how we say, un partenaire incontournable. It's a must to work together. I would like to conclude by sincerely, once again, thank you, the Turkish authorities that make this mission possible. Also the Belgian authorities that were working, as we saw, on the backbone to present and to make from this mission a big success, what I'm sure. And I wish to all your Turkish partners, the Belgian fellows, good luck, good work, and success. See you later.
Our thanks also to Mr. Rene Brander for his remarks. We would now like to invite Mr. Nail Olpak, President of DEİK, to the stage. Your Majesty, please.
Excellency Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, for behalf of Foreign Economic Relations Board, DEİK, I greet you all and want to continue with the Belgian saying also. Our friends say, "Anhouden tot gedaan." That means persevere and never fear. That is what we are trying to do here. DEİK, with an experience of 41 years old and 153 country business council, serving between Turkish business community and international partners, and as one of them, DEİK Türkiye Belgium Business Council, working together with FOB, thanks for their valuable partnership. Yes, it has been already announced that two countries' economies complementary, and from one side, Belgium is home to world-class companies in different sectors, and on the other side, Turkey, we call it as the largest economy, production and R&D center between West Europe and China. Different subjects have been already mentioned, but let me emphasize four of them again. First, investment, where we invite Belgian companies to treat Turkey more as a production base and a platform for joint ventures. Green transition is very important, where Belgium's sustainable availability meets Turkey's fast expanding renewable energy sector, technology and innovation, defense and space, and finally, logistics. We all witness that today's only certainty is uncertainty, and which we business people never like. the idea of free trade has been transferred to economic blocs. In this new atmosphere, we believe Turkey's EU partnership journey, which has been going for more than 60 years, should be considered with a totally new approach urgently. I'd like to underline Turkey's deeper integration into EU. Just to remind, at the end of January, we as DEİK had published an open letter in Financial Times to EU Parliament, EU Council and EU Commission leaders, and following same, last Friday, on the occasion of Europe Day, we published an open letter in DEİK signed by me and chairpersons of 26 business councils in EU member states addressed to Prime Minister Bart de Wever. We did the same in Germany and in Poland, and we are continuing with Spain, Italy, Netherlands, and France. The message is so clear. Turkish business community stands firmly behind Turkey's European path and urge for that. Belgium, as a founding EU member with unmatched proximity to Brussels, is uniquely placed to champion this agenda. We count on your voice. And just to emphasize again, I'd like to invite all participants to our next EU-Turkey Business Summit on 13 October, again at Egmont Palace in Brussels, organized together with European Business Summit. I believe it will be really a good event over there. With those, I extend my sincere gratitude to all and to all who made this event possible. Thank you.
We thank Mr. Olpak for his valuable remarks. Distinguished guests, we would now like to invite Mr. Matthias de Pundale, Minister of President of the Flemish Government, to the stage.
Good morning, everybody, Excellencies, Minister of Foreign Trade and of the Republic of Turkey, but I'm sure the message will be passed through. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this mission is a very strong signal of the long-term commitment we have to Turkey and to our economic partnership. And I would like to express my gratitude to our Turkish hosts for the warm welcome and hospitality in the beautiful city of Istanbul. We all had our opening receptions last night, but we had to do it on a boat to make sure that nobody would leave and go visit the beautiful city. So we kept them hostage. I do this as Minister President on behalf of the government of Flanders and on behalf of my respected colleagues, Minister President Dilies from the Brussels Capital Region and Minister Giolet of Wallonia. Ladies and gentlemen, Turkey is one of our most important economic partners beyond the European Union, and we, on the other hand, are firmly embedded in Turkey's trade and investment landscape. From logistics and ports to advanced manufacturing, chemicals, energy transition, life sciences and agri-food, companies of both our countries meet each other every day. And whether it is in the context of supply chains, production processes, or increasingly of joint innovation, partnerships are real. And they are built by entrepreneurs, by people who take risks, invest, create jobs, and think long-term, by people like you and the part of you that already left. And that is why I'm very pleased to see such an impressive gathering today. More than 500 business leaders and entrepreneurs coming together with a shared ambition, and that is to deepen cooperation, explore opportunities, and build long-standing and resilient economic partnerships. And that is why I'm also very pleased a new mission to Turkey was organized, because it has been a while since the previous one, and the world has changed a lot since then, as we all know. In fact, the world keeps on changing at a rapid pace. In a world of geopolitical uncertainty, supply chain rethinking, and rapid technological change, economic diplomacy is essential. This mission sends a clear message. We are here with ambition, confidence, and a strong business mindset. We are here to discuss concrete projects, partnerships, investments, and technologies. We are here because Türkiye is not only an important market for us, it is a strategic partner for the future. We see Turkish companies investing in Europe and looking for reliable, open, and competitive locations. We see the value of Türkiye's entrepreneurship, industrial base and know-how, skilled workforce, and regional reach. We, on the other hand, are here to be seen by forward-looking Turkish companies. We are here to highlight our strengths, our world-class ports and logistic infrastructure, our strong ecosystems in chemicals, energy, advanced manufacturing, and digital technologies, our innovation-oriented business environment, and of course, our position as a central gateway to the European market. So, ladies and gentlemen, when business leaders from both our countries sit together, exchange experiences, and challenge each other, new ideas and opportunities emerge. New projects are born. New long-term partnerships are created, all of which will lay the foundations for a deeper and stronger bilateral economic relationship, one that benefits both from economies and our societies. Ladies and gentlemen, Flanders, Wallonia, and Brussels believe in cooperation built on trust, openness, shared ambitions, and friendship. We believe in Turkey as a strong strategic partner. We believe the future of our economic relationship will be shaped by ambitious entrepreneurs, by you. And therefore, I wish all of you a successful and inspiring mission, fruitful meetings, and lasting partnerships. Thank you.
We thank Mr. Dipendele for his remarks. We have reached the end of the official launch event. The distinguished guests, Türki ye-Belgium Business Forum will continue with bilateral business meetings in the Asuka and Neuchâtel halls. Thank you for your participation. Thank you.